This time, I was going home from uni and I got into a three-wheeler that was near the gate. And after about 2 or 3 minutes, the three-wheel driver started acting really weird. And I was very confused at first because I thought he was just being nice because he started smiling at me. And I was like, okay. And then, after a while, he got super weird. He started looking behind, so basically I was in the passenger seat. So he kept turning around physically and looking back and smiling like really awkwardly. And he started doing this repetitively and it was super weird and I didn't know what to do. And obviously he started driving really fast down the road. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit hard now. I didn't know what to do because I was afraid that he might try to, resist. If I told him to stop the vehicle and all of that, it might get messy. So I sat there and he was like looking back repetitively and like grinning. And then after a while, he actually physically turned around and he put his hand over the seat, like the driver's seat, and like turned around. Like I thought he was going to touch me or something, but luckily he didn't. And then I got a call from my mom and he suddenly turned it down and I didn't tell my mom. I think because I didn't want to worry her. And after a while, I stopped looking at him entirely, yet completely. I completely focused on like the random trees on the road and I kept my eyes off. I made sure not to make any eye contact because that's the kind of thing which triggers the dude. And after a while, I think he got tired and also like he couldn't do anything because this was like the main road. And I was like super scared that he might turn into some shady road, but he didn't. He couldn't do it because I knew the road and basically it was the main road which leads me to my place. So yeah, it was really scary though.
I used to work at MAS and my boss used to harass me. It may not have been sexual harassment, but it still will be harassment. Once I was walking to a girl and I was wearing a dress. I was violating on screen by a stranger. He grabbed my butt. In my distress, I came back to the office. I was very upset. And I told my boss. He said, "What did you expect? You wore a dress. You were asking for it." This is not the first time he has shamed me because of what I wore. He also used to degrade me in front of my colleagues, saying women only belong in the kitchen. This misogynistic mindset made me feel belittled and uncomfortable at work. So I decided to speak up during my evaluation. He, the harasser, the general manager, and my manager was present. They evaluated my performance and then the general manager asked me, "Do you have any areas I could improve?" I said, "I would appreciate if you stop making these sexist comments. It makes me uncomfortable." His reply was, "This is just the Sri Lankan way." First of all, that's an admission, an acknowledgement that he knows these comments are hurtful, but chooses to continue to do so. And my manager was there to also witness this incident. In Sri Lanka, when a girl makes a complaint, it is very rare that something is done about it. It is to do with the hierarchy and the power that society puts on a man. After my evaluation, I was very hurt and angered, and I felt that the situation would not change. And if I was to continue to stay at the company, I had to speak up because this was done not only to me but to many others in the organization. But they believed that it was just normal to be treated this way. So I decided to go to HR and make a complaint. I was very candid and I just said, "It's unfair for a general manager who has so much power to mistreat females like this. And this is not the Sri Lankan way. Once I made my complaint, there was an investigation. And the only thing I wanted was an apology, a public apology. He belittled me in front of so many people and made me feel inferior due to my gender, and that is not okay. Eventually, he was fired, and many other women in the organization came forward with their harassment problems. Men in Sri Lanka think they can control, belittle, and keep women in inferior positions in the society and business. But we need to speak up and make it clear that we deserve the same respect and treatment.